Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Jenny here. I know it's been ages since I've posted a video. I've had to take time off. As I said in my last video, I did say that I would be away for, well, not posting for a couple of weeks. But I'm back and kind of raring to go, so I'm glad to be back. And I've come back with a very simple little task that I've been wanting to do for ages, and it's really simple. So, well, supposedly we're making seed packets, and I've been wanting to do these for a while. I've had these images that I fussy cut. I had loads of fussy cuts to do, and these were a part of them. And I've got some vegetables as well, so I'm going to do some seed packets for those too. So I don't know that we'll get like all these done, but I'm going to try for the best part. So I'm going to do the flower ones first, and I have already done one to sort of give me an idea of how to create these, because I'm making the packets from scratch. Although if you do have some small paper bags or vellum bags, I suppose you could use those. I've chosen to make my own, and I'm using packaging that I'm recycling, and just because I think this is just more in the seed packet sort of look, and that's why I'm doing it. You could use book page too for these. So all you're going to need is some kind of paper to create your packet out of, and some images to put on them. If you don't have images like these, you could use pretty floral images that you've fussy cut out of magazines, or you know, gardening books. Like, you know, these are all images out of a gardening book, so you could use those. They'd look just as good. So yeah, you don't need to have these. I think these came out of a they were out of one of my collage fussy cut type books on flowers. Flowers, I had one for flowers, postcards, and Victorian fashion, and so I've cut them all up. So that's what they are out of. But if you don't, you can use any kind of floral images. So anyway, I did make one so that I could have a fiddle around to see what was the best way for me to do it, and so I'm all organised. Now the packaging that I'm using is the same sort of packaging that comes in, I think, in the Amazon boxes, the Woolworths boxes here in Australia. We've got a store called Woolworths. We can buy online from them. They have long reels of this brown paper, which is perforated every so often, and when you tear down the perforation, this is the width that it is. So that's what I've done. I've just torn down all the perforated edges or sections, and all I've done is then I've folded it in half, because I've worked out that is about the amount I'm going to need. Alright, so, and then I've just torn that off. So I'll do that one as well. I've got a few pieces here, so I'm just going to work with what I've got here just for the sake of the video, so we'll see how many we can get done. So all I did was I have folded up along the edges, so this will be my bottom edge, and this will be on the side, trying to get them as straight as possible. And on the top edge I have folded it down a fair amount, but now for this, so that I'm getting it the right height, I'm going to just make sure that it's going to be the right height. So that's going to be 2. So I'm only getting it, you know, it just depends on the size of your image. My images, the flower ones, are a bit taller than the other ones. So that would be about where I want the top. Okay, so, and then I need to make sure that my crease in the center is more exact. I'm only going to need one of these sections for the bottom, so I'm going to just snip to that crease. I'm going to take out the corners and I'm going to snip that corner. I'm going to take, well, just a small section off there, just so that when I fold it up it's not going to get in the way. So I'm going to take this corner and I'm going to take that off, and just to even that up I'm just going to do that, and then for the top I'm going to just take the corner off that way. Why did I do that? Oh, you silly fool. Oh, that's alright, doesn't matter. That's going inside. So this is the flap that is going to be the top of my packet. Alright, so now that I've done that, I'm going to start gluing down. Now for the glue, you can, I'm just using a glue stick. You can use art glitter glue if you want, or Belly Arts, or just PVA glue even will do. Now this bit I'm gluing to the inside just to strengthen the top of my packet, pretty much. So that's why that mistake, it doesn't really matter. Alright, and then I'm going to take off this edge. I don't need that edge now, and I'm going to put glue on just one of these flaps, which I'm going to fold back in, and I'm just going to run some of the glue along there, and I'm going to run some glue along the bottom here. Alright, just be careful not to get it on the inside of the packet. Alright, and then I'm going to fold it in. Hopefully before the glue dries. Alright. And you're going to make sure that you get it to the crease, like to the very edge. Okay, done. And I'm just going to nip that bit off because I don't need that bit there. That is all right. So there is one packet, and I'm just going to obviously fix up that edge there. It's not really the same as the other side, so I'm going to keep going until I get it reasonable. There we go. Alright, fold it in. Crease in, so that's the top of the packet, and then turn it over, and then I'm going to put an image on. So that is just a fraction too wide for my packet, so I'm just going to take off some of this border. I hope everyone's been well, and that you've all been very, very, very busy, because, you know, like I haven't been. I had big plans of doing all sorts of things, and as it turned out, I didn't get hardly any of that done. So that's pretty much going to fit on my packet. I can trim off any extras once I've actually got it on there. I'm not going to put any embellishments, no tickets, no stamps, no nothing. The image is the only embellishment. So they're kind of like heritage seed packets. And I think they look really cool. They're so simple, no fuss. And they can be popped into a journal pocket, or you can glue them to a page if you want. I am not sure what I'm doing, so you know, when I get the journal that they're going into, I will know. Okay, so that's that, and I'm leaving the back as it is because it's a good journaling spot. And that's, so you can pop a card or some a digital in there, or some extra writing paper that you're going to hide away. And yeah, so that's my seed packet. Right, so I'm going to do a few, and then I will cut them out. And then I'll go back and I'll glue all the images on. So that's pretty much it. I'll just do this bit now, right? And this bit, I always like to measure up. Okay. And oh, I didn't put the centre. Probably should do the centre first, but never mind. I really only need it for the bottom section. So, okay. I'll take out the corners. I might, don't know if I did that on the last one, but I might just do it on this one. Actually, no, that has all but to come off. No, that doesn't come off. Oh look, thinking that that's the bottom. But it's not, is it? I should have. So it's a fairly easy project to come back to. Okay, so I'm going to cut them all out and then I will come back and do the gluing. So I was a way to get stuck into my art, which I have been doing, not as much as what I would like to have been doing, but I have been focusing on my art, so that's really cool and been loving it. And yeah, it's been fun. Just make sure I've got that right. Maybe just a fraction less. Yeah, I've started doing some work in one of my art journals, looking at practicing flowers, because I'm not overly I needed more practice with painting flowers in acrylic. So that's been one of my priorities, and yeah, it's going well so far. And I have continued work with a large canvas that I had done the background on, but not anything else. Now that's the top, so this is the bottom. Yeah, so that's going quite well, and I'm really being challenged by it, but it has been enlightening at the same time. So I've yeah. What else have I been doing in there? I have been working in my art journal, my gratitude journal as well. That's been fun. Yeah. Okay. Catching up on some housework, which I tend to let go when I'm really busy. Not that I live in a pig pen, but certain things I do tend to fall behind on if I'm busy doing videos and stuff like that, you know. So I needed to catch up with all that, and catching up with my kids once a week or so. Actually had dinner with my son yesterday. I made a curry here at home, a rendang curry, which is one of his favourites. And I took that over there with some rice and some veg. And so we had a beef curry. We had that for tea, and he'd bought some yummy ice cream. So and then we watched an action comedy, which I can't remember now what it was called. It was something he picked out. So probably not something I would have picked out, but that's okay. It was a good movie. Had a few humorous moments in it. Okay. That one. But yeah, apart from that, I haven't really been doing much of anything. I I've been home quite a bit. I caught up with a friend of mine who I don't get to see a huge amount of. Now, I might make that the bottom. Just need to remember that section needs to be the bottom section that I will cut off. Of course, if you've got an easier way of making paper bags, go right ahead and do your own way. I haven't followed anyone's instructions. I just sat around and played with the paper for a little bit until I've worked out a way for myself. A technique that would work for me, that is. Did I cut that off the other ones? Yes, I did. Just making sure. I just sat here thinking, have I just introduced a new section? But no. It's alright. It's all good. Bit cookie-handed. Okay, and so this section here. Okay. Right. So we're going to make this the bottom. Here. And I glue this section down. Okay. No. Sorry, that was just a bit crooked. packet. Thought I had done something wrong then. Alright, now this is the bottom. And carefully lining it up as best as possible. That one didn't quite work out. Obviously the paper wasn't straight. That's not an issue. So we will just trim that off. Okay. And do this side as the top because it's just a little bit deeper, which is probably better. Now, of course, you could try and round your, I'll show you in a minute. Right, that's the top, so this is the bottom. Okay. I can't do it at the moment because it's still a bit wet, but you could round off the top a little bit on this section here, this straight section. You could round it just a little bit if you wanted to. And now to decorate them. So I'm going to fold that down just so that I make sure that I get it in the right position. It'd be better if it was up the right way. Yep. So these seed packets are fantastic for botanical journals, but you could also just put them pretty much on in any journal that you want to. I think it's just another little piece of ephemera that you can add. It's another pocket type of thing. Okay, pop that there. And now this one here. Lovely. I don't think I've got any taller ones. That one will do. I'll just cut some of that off. Okay. Okay, so that's it. So I did one with a image from a gardening book, and then these were all from an ephemera kit pack book thingy that I had to fussy cut out of. So, and I did this one off camera as a practice run. So that's it. If you found this video useful, please give me a thumbs up and a comment. It will help the channel come along a little bit more, and that would make me so happy. And until the next one, I will say bye for now. Peaceful blessings, everyone.